Good morning. As you know, last week we had a provincial election in which people voted Conservative to get rid of Trudeau, which proves that Mike Harris has left a successful, lasting legacy in this province. That by eliminating civics, he has indeed successfully dumbed down the provincial electorate, so that they no longer understand that there is a difference between a federal election and a provincial election. Last week's election was provincial, not federal. Okay? It did not affect Trudeau. It did, however, affect your health care adversely and negatively. It affected your housing, again, adversely and negatively. It affected your children's education, again, adversely and negatively. Because just like Mike the Knife Harris, so too Dougie Ford, is absolutely, vehemently opposed to education, public health care, social justice, and a well-informed electorate. He is vehemently opposed to those things. He wants you dumb, ignorant, desperate, homeless, and frightened. Pardon me. And you've given him a mandate to do it, you dumbasses. Jesus fucking H. Don't you learn? Don't you learn? Conservatives have become utterly corrupted. That's not to say the Liberals are much better, but they are marginally better. Marginally. The Liberals are marginally less bloody awful than the Conservatives. What we really need is a third party. We have the NDP. They used to be socialists. Now they are liberals. We used to have liberals. Now the liberals have become conservatives. We used to have conservatives, but now we have batshit crazy reactionaries. I miss the good old days when things made sense. One of the things that I've noticed among Canadian voters is the tendency to blame Trudeau for the fact that gas prices are through the roof, as though Trudeau were personally raising the prices. He's not. Trudeau not only has not raised the price of gas, but he cannot raise the price of gas. He's not allowed. He's also not allowed to lower the price of gas. And the reason for this is very simple. Stephen Harper rammed through 2 consecutive omnibus bills, both of which contained enormous rafts of complex, convoluted legislation, including laws which made it illegal for the federal government to interfere with oil and gas prices forever. This is a forever law. It does not have a time limit. It is forever. And it is part of an omnibus bill, which means everything has to be passed, and to overturn it, you have to overturn everything in it. And Stephen Harper made that impossible. Deliberately impossible. He made it political suicide to overturn an omnibus bill. He made it political suicide. Deliberately. Trudeau cannot raise the gas prices. He also cannot lower them, because doing so requires overturning laws that already existed in a different form and said the exact same thing. But now that they're part of an omnibus bill, overturning them has become political suicide. In order to fix the problem, Trudeau would literally have to pass an omnibus bill that both A, overturns both of Harper's omnibus bills and B, at the same time, reiterates the few good laws that are contained in those omnibus bills. Yeah, it can't be done. Trudeau lacks the necessary malicious dishonesty to be able to do an omnibus bill. He can't do it. So we're basically stuck with Stephen Harper's legacy. You want to blame Trudeau for the damage that Harper did? That's fine. But understand that you will look like an idiot.